West of Presidio, we find the communities of Ruidosa and Candelaria. The farther out you go, the more isolated and surreal the border becomes. You enter the land of footbridges. Candelaria. Beyond it, hundreds of miles of inaccessible desert border. The small farming community of San Antonio del Bravo lies across the creek that is the Rio Grande here. The steps are bent by the feet of the people who have always lived here, daily going back and forth, generation after generation. The sign threatens the villagers with severe criminal penalties. This is what it looks like on one side of the sign, and this is what it looks like on the other. The forceful closing the sign threatens is seen as a menace to the people's living and the well-being of their children.
Oh, I was born here.
Tell me about the border closings. What do you think?
I don't think it's good, but if they want to do it, what can we do? We've been going by here for 40 years and maybe 100 years. But I've been going here 40 years, and I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea, but I don't know.
Nosotros aquí tenemos el dominio. No, nunca, no ha habido terroristas aquí, nunca hemos habido. La migración ha estado aquí por mucho tiempo y nunca trampa a nadie. ¿No?
Puede que paguen escondidos.
A lo mejor que pasan en avión por allá, en otra parte.
Aquí todo el tiempo ha sido un
Pacífico, ni nunca han agarrado droga ni nada aquí, en este puente nunca. Y ahí lo han cuidado y queremos que nos lo sigan dejando ahí, por favor. Creo que tenemos un derecho. Sí,
¿Y a mí también? ¿Y un besito? Yo lo llevé. A rato viene.
Un patadón.
Va a estar más grande que yo.
El sombrero está cayendo.
Sí.
Bueno, que le da.
de carta good.
Excelente.
También muchas gracias.
Excelente.
Okay.
Les dan saludos a todos y díganles también a la gente muchas gracias.
Bueno. Yeah, this thing's heavy.
Tío.
Tierrin. Taran, tararararan.
No. I thought it was a four-wheel drive.
¿Qué está pasando?
And I'm not taking nothing. I'm just, close and kid and the little dog. That's all I got. All them little kids, they gotta go to school and they gotta cross through there. I think they won't go to school no more.
They're humans like we are. Is that not true? They're humans like we are. They eat what we eat. They work like we work.
What happens to them if the border gets closed?
They lose a lot.
What do they lose?
Working privileges, school, money, you know. How are they gonna survive?
Do you think that there are terrorists over there?
No.
Well, we don't like it. It's cut down our business considerably because there used to be about 50 people living over in Broncos. And they tore down our footbridge, but they left the one up at Candelaria. And they've torn a lot of the other bridges down. One right down here at our crossing. There was one down here about another mile and a half.
What happened to these bridges?
Border Patrol tore them down.
Physically destroyed them?
Yes. These people were not going anyplace but right here. I mean, they came over to get their mail right here.
When did you first encounter the Border Patrol trying to change?
After 9/11, 2001. I mean, they walked in my door and said, you know, those people over there are terrorists. And I said, really? I've spent over 70 years on this border and they never terrorized me. I spent my time trying to make friends with the people over there and telling them that we would help them any way we could. If they needed extra groceries, we'd try to bring them from town and keep supplies here, you know, for our people. If they needed medication or something like that. And occasionally they still do come over. They wade the river and come over to call an ambulance when they need some help, and I let them use my telephone.
What happens to those kids if they don't get to go to school?
They grow up ignorant or uneducated, illiterate, not necessarily ignorant, because they do, you know, they do learn some things, and they learn survival skills. That's just about it. But they're illiterate. They can't read and write in any language.